Hi, Don Buckley here. I'm the Director of Technology and Innovation at the School at Columbia University in New York, and also a Pearson author for their interactive science series. What I would like to talk to you about today is really to try and get us to on the same page with a common language, and I've called this a lexicon of digital technologies and social media. I think to move forward with anything, we do need a common language. And I want to introduce you to some terms today that really need to be part of your vocabulary. So recently I skimmed this pretty awesome book called What School Leaders Need to Know About Digital Technologies and Social Media. But I thought really this applies to teachers as well, and everyone, and even your students. So let me skim through this book really quickly and highlight terms that the editors have brought up. Twitter, microblogging tool, lets you write 140 characters. You can follow people or they can follow you. Great for personal learning networks. LMS, or learning management system, sometimes called course management system or content management system. This allows you to put your course online or simply your homeworks or syllabus online. Mind mapping, not really a 21st century tool, but online mind mapping is. This would allow you to share mind maps between your students and give them editing powers to change things. Blogging, a sort of an old tool in terms of new medias, around since 1999, but the great thing about a blog, which is just short for weblog, is that it has an awesome commenting feature, so allows for a lot of feedback on content. Bookmarking, traditionally in the web, when we wanted to find something again, instead of researching, we would bookmark it. Now, I want to talk about something called a social bookmark, which means bookmarks that are saved in the cloud and that you can share with your audience, with your students, with other faculty, with administrators. So you can curate a bunch of resources and share them with a lot of people really quickly. Educational gaming, this is the competitive piece. We know kids love games, and if in some way you can introduce this to your teaching, you do get high engagement. One-to-ones. By that we mean one-to-one program or one-to-one laptop program can be also extended to one-to-one tablet program, etc. But the fact that you can personalize stuff at this very level to suit a learner's needs is great. One-to-one. RSS, again, an older technology in terms of digital medias. What this allows you to do is to get instant updates from websites that are changing their pages fairly fast, like news websites, etc. Wikipedia, yeah, wikis. Wikis are great collaborative tools. It's very easy to share a wiki page with someone and give them editing rights. Great collaborative tool, and you never need to worry about changes on this because you can always look at the versions using the history. Open source software, great if you're tight on a budget and need a tool that's free. These are developed by, for free by a collaborative community around the world. Mobile technology, more and more what we did on a desktop and then on a laptop will and is fitting on a smartphone. Copyright, by this I mean digital media literacy. Really important that your students give credit to what they are quoting, where they're taking this stuff. We need to be clear on who's the author, who's the editor, and giving credit to who rightfully puts this information there. Webinar, podcast, webcast. Sometimes these are interchangeable. Webinar is like a seminar on the web. A webcast is really what you're very like a webinar. And a podcast is sort of what you're listening to right now, but really that would be correctly called a videocast. Online suite of tools. The mega one here is Google Apps. Google Apps is a great collaborative tool that's made up of Google Docs, Google Spreadsheet, Google Forms, and many more. An awesome collaborative tool that you can use with your students, your other faculty, and your administrators. And finally, social networking. 3 things to find a social network: who you are, who your friends are, and what you do. So that concludes my introduction to a lexicon of digital learning or social medias. And over the next few weeks, I'll go into certain ones of these in much more detail. Thanks for listening.